Have you ever been nudged awake in the middle of the night by your spouse whispering, "You're snoring again"? Or maybe you've woken yourself up with a loud gasp, your throat dry, your chest tight. You roll over embarrassed, wishing you could just sleep quietly. But no matter how you position yourself, the sound keeps coming. Or maybe you're the one lying awake staring at the ceiling, listening to your partner's snoring hour after hour, wishing just once you could have a full night of peace and quiet. You love them dearly, but the constant noise, the shallow breathing, the choking sounds, it wears on you. For millions of older adults, snoring isn't just an annoyance. It can lead to poor sleep fatigue during the day and even strain on relationships. Yet so many of us assume it's just part of getting older, something we have to live with. But what if I told you there's a simple, natural way to reduce or even stop snoring, starting tonight? No pills, no machines, no surgery. Just a fresh, wholesome juice you can make at home. It's easy, safe, and you'll be surprised how effective it can be. Snoring may feel like just an irritating habit, but it actually happens because of what's going on in your body, and it becomes more common as we age. When you sleep, the muscles in your throat relax. If your airways are partially blocked by soft tissue, excess mucus, or even the position of your tongue, the air you breathe vibrates those tissues and creates the sound we know as snoring. The narrower your airways, the louder and more disruptive the snoring becomes. So why does this get worse after 60? There are a few reasons. First, as we age, the muscles in our throat and soft palate lose some tone, making it easier for them to collapse during sleep. Second, many older adults develop more mucus in the airways, often because of diet allergies or chronic sinus issues. This extra mucus makes breathing noisier and more difficult. Weight gain is another factor. Even a few extra pounds, especially around the neck, can add pressure and narrow the airway. And finally, certain medications and alcohol, which many of us use more as we age, can make the throat muscles even more likely to relax too much at night. The good news: once you understand what's happening, you can take steps to improve it. Reducing excess mucus, staying hydrated, and making smart food choices can all help open the airways and quiet the night. When most people think about snoring, they blame it on things like sleeping on their back or just getting old. But few realize that one of the biggest culprits is something much simpler and much more fixable: excess mucus in your airways. Your nose, throat, and lungs naturally produce mucus to keep tissues moist and to trap dust, allergens, and germs. But when your body produces too much, or when it gets too thick, it starts to clog your airways. That congestion narrows the space where air flows. And when you breathe at night, the air has to squeeze through those smaller passages, making the tissues vibrate louder and louder. That's the sound of snoring. For older adults, mucus buildup is even more common. As we age, our bodies tend to retain more fluids. We're more likely to have chronic sinus or allergy issues, and certain medications can thicken secretions. By clearing out that excess mucus, you open up your airways and allow smoother, quieter breathing while you sleep. And that's exactly why the natural juice remedy you're about to learn is so powerful. It helps your body gently thin and clear mucus so you can finally sleep in peace. Now let's talk about the remedy itself, a simple homemade juice that helps your body clear mucus and quiet your snoring naturally. What makes this juice so special isn't just that it's easy to make, but that each ingredient is chosen for a reason. Together they work to reduce inflammation, thin mucus, and support healthy breathing. Here's what you'll need. 1/4 of a fresh lemon. Lemon is packed with vitamin C, which helps boost your immune system and fight off the allergens and bacteria that can cause mucus buildup. Its natural acidity also helps thin and break up thick secretions in your throat and sinuses. 1 piece of fresh ginger, about the size of your thumb. Ginger is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatories. It helps soothe irritated throat tissues and reduces swelling that can make your airways narrow. Many people also find that ginger helps clear nasal passages. 2 apples. Apples add sweetness to the juice, but they're also full of antioxidants and fiber. They help your body detox naturally and improve your overall respiratory health. 2 carrots. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, which supports the health of your mucous membranes, the delicate lining of your nose and throat. Healthy membranes mean less irritation and less mucus. And 1/2 cup of water. Staying hydrated is critical to keeping mucus thin and easy to clear. Water is the simplest way to help your body do that. For best results, always use fresh organic fruits and vegetables if you can. Organic produce is free of the pesticides and chemicals that can irritate your respiratory system and even make mucus problems worse. Making this juice is as easy as it gets. No fancy gadgets, no hard-to-find ingredients, just a blender and a few minutes of your time. Start by washing all of your produce thoroughly. If you're using organic, you won't have to worry about harmful chemicals, but it's always good practice to rinse fruits and vegetables to remove any dirt. Cut a quarter of a fresh lemon, peel your piece of ginger, and slice up your 2 apples and 2 carrots into chunks that your blender can handle. Add them all into the blender. Next, pour in about half a cup of water to help everything blend smoothly. Turn on the blender and let it run until the mixture becomes smooth and creamy. You want it to be as homogeneous as possible, no big chunks left. Pour your juice into a glass and drink it slowly. It's best to have this juice about 2 or 3 hours before bedtime. That way your body has time to start clearing out mucus and opening up your airways before you actually lie down to sleep. For best results, drink this juice every evening. Over time, you may notice your snoring getting quieter and your sleep becoming more restful. Many people report feeling more refreshed in the morning and even find their daytime energy improves because they're finally sleeping better at night. And remember, consistency is key. This isn't an overnight miracle, but with regular use, this simple habit can make a real difference in how well you and your partner sleep. While drinking this juice regularly is a great first step, it's equally important to avoid certain foods and habits that can make snoring worse. Some foods increase mucus production, others are hard to digest, and put extra strain on your body at night. Cutting back on these can make a big difference in how effective your efforts are. Here are the main culprits you'll want to avoid, especially in the evening. Packaged and heavily processed foods often contain additives, preservatives, and excess sodium, which can lead to water retention and swelling in your throat tissues. Stick with fresh whole foods whenever possible. Many people enjoy a glass of wine or a cocktail to relax in the evening, but alcohol relaxes your throat muscles too much, making snoring worse. If you do drink, try to cut back and avoid drinking within 3 hours of bedtime. Fried and greasy meals are hard to digest and can lead to more mucus in your airways. They also tend to leave you feeling bloated and uncomfortable at night, which doesn't help your sleep. Chocolate contains both caffeine and sugar, which can interfere with your sleep quality. It also contains compounds that may increase mucus production in some people. Finally, avoid big, heavy dinners, especially those high in meat or dairy. Your body works overtime to digest them, and that extra effort can contribute to a restless, noisy night. Instead, aim for lighter, balanced meals in the evening with plenty of fresh vegetables and lean proteins. Combine this healthy eating with your nightly juice, and you'll be giving your body the best chance to rest quietly and recover overnight. I want to tell you about someone just like you, a gentleman named Richard from Ohio, 72 years old. For years, Richard's wife would wake him up in the middle of the night, frustrated with his loud snoring. He'd feel embarrassed, roll over, and try to fall back asleep, but neither of them ever got a full, restful night. During the day, Richard felt groggy and irritable, and he even started avoiding going to bed early because he dreaded the nightly struggle. Then one evening, he saw this very recipe and decided to give it a try. He blended up the juice, lemon, ginger, apples, carrots, and water and drank it before bed. To his surprise, he noticed a difference within a few nights. His wife said he was quieter, and he started waking up feeling more rested. Within a few weeks, Richard's snoring was almost gone. He felt more alert during the day and even started enjoying bedtime again. You may not notice a miracle overnight, but with consistency and the right habits, you can absolutely improve your sleep, your breathing, and even your relationship. Snoring can feel like one of those problems you just have to live with as you get older. But the truth is, you don't. You have more power over your health and your sleep than you may realize. By making just a few small changes like adding this simple natural juice to your evening routine and avoiding those troublesome foods at night, you can start giving your body the help it needs to breathe easier and rest better. Better sleep doesn't just mean fewer complaints from your spouse. It means waking up more refreshed, having more energy to enjoy your day, and feeling more like yourself again. So tonight, take that first step. Gather a few fresh ingredients, blend up your glass of juice, and make it a new healthy habit. And after you've tried it, come back and share your experience. Tell us how it worked for you or what other tips you've discovered for a good night's sleep. You deserve a quiet, restful night, and your loved ones do too. So go ahead, give yourself that gift. You might just wake up tomorrow feeling like a whole new you. Sweet dreams.